A new priority for the Biden administration, enlisting TikTokers to explain the war in Ukraine. That's right. Yesterday, the White House gathered 30 top TikTok stars on a Zoom call to brief them on what was happening and debunk misinformation and prop up Biden's handling of the situation. This is who the administration is trusting with approved news on the war in Ukraine. Yes, the adults are back in charge, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And do you remember when they brought in Cooper, the White House intern?
My name is Cooper, and this is a day in my life as a White House intern.
We did a joke. Hey, everyone. Vogue.
Usually I start off with a big coffee. Sorry, they're like really strict in here.
Hey, Jenny. I booked you a nail appointment, love.
Oh, my God. Okay, all right. Really, really bad. Joining us now, Danny DeUrbana. He is a student, currently an activist at George Washington University. Danny, I'm sorry, we're late getting to you because I just had to watch Cooper a little more prance around the White House. Danny, you're 19 years old. You are the age demographic that someone like Cooper is trying to appeal to. The White House is trying to appeal to someone like you with these kind of absurdist TikTok summits. Is it working?
Actually not, Benny. So surprisingly not. His spirit fingers and his little handbags aren't doing the trick. In fact, if you or anyone watching right now were to go to the street and ask anyone my age if they would be opposed or in favor of the war, it is 30% more likely they will tell you this is not our war to fight. It turns out that we don't want to see our friends and loved ones die overseas, but fighting the wars of special interests. And what's really creepy, actually, is that some of the loudest voices fighting for this cause are people within our own party. They want to see escalations in Ukraine. And if 2016 and 2020 taught us anything, is that it's time for a rebirth of the grand old party. It's time for a return to America First, an end to endless wars, a resurgence in the American way of life, and a revival of American manufacturing and energy independence.
You seem like a really smart kid. You're not a military general or expert, but do you think Cooper would be a lot of use to us on the front lines?
You know what? I don't think so. And I don't think the D'Amelio sisters would dance their way into Ukraine. But I'll be here when they do invade Kiev, okay? Just bring me back.
Danny, we just got out of an Afghanistan war. It started 20 years ago, right? When I was approximately your age. I mean, it's crazy to think about this. There are so many young people in our country that have only known war. Are young people getting sick and tired of this crisis after crisis? Do you feel like the elites are just destroying the country for you?
They are. It's creepy. So think about this. The ruling class, they're losing the narrative. Absolutely. You're seeing parents fight back at school boards. You're seeing workers unite against mandates, and young people are having enough of it. So they're shaking in their boots, except Nancy Pelosi's eyebrows, by the way. Have you seen those? Those do not move. They do not. But they're desperate to serve their latest noise machine, and now they're just seizing on this opportunity to do just that. Listen, just 10 miles away from where I'm broadcasting right now, 6 college students were found lying still in their front yards, including 2 West Point cadets, because of a fentanyl overdose. Just 10 miles away from here. In fact, while we were locked down, there were over 100,000 fentanyl overdoses. And there were twice as many deaths from fentanyl overdoses and COVID deaths within the age range of 18 to 45. That's my age range. So you'd think CNN would cover this wall to wall, considering their viewers are just being wiped out.
Yeah.
But you pointed this out. Where was the ticker? It was never there. And meanwhile, we're sending $14 billion to secure Ukraine's border while ours is wide open, allowing fentanyl to pour through and furthering death within my age group. This is so concerning, and young people have had enough.
Yeah, Danny DeUrbana, with young people like you, maybe we do have a bright future in this country. 19 years old, a student at George Washington University, and an activist, and a very, very smart young man. Thank you for coming on the show, Danny.
Thanks, Benny. Appreciate it.